Nkiru, Nkiru, Nkiru. Then she threw the clothes into the fire and began to chant. As these clothes burn, may her scent turn sour. Let every man that comes close to her run away. Let even those she gives clothes to reject them. Let her generosity bring her disgrace. The flames rose high, and the fire crackled loudly. Nkiru was a kind-hearted young lady. She believed that there was no need to keep things she no longer used when someone else could benefit from them. Her wardrobe was always neat and fresh because she often gave out her old but beautiful clothes to people who needed them. One sunny afternoon, she saw her friend Amora looking sad. Nkiru approached her with concern. "Amora, are you okay?" Amora nodded slowly, then shook her head. "I don't have clothes to wear to church this Sunday. My mother said there's no money to buy new ones." Nkiru smiled warmly. "Come to my house tomorrow. I'll give you some of my dresses. They are still very fine." The next day, Amora came to Nkiru's house. Nkiru packed 5 lovely dresses into a nylon bag and gave them to her. Amora's face lit up with joy. "Thank you, Nkiru. You have saved me." Nkiru waved her off happily. She never expected anything in return. But trouble started when Amora got home. Her mother, Madam Eagle, saw the clothes and frowned. "Who gave you this?" "Nkiru," Amora replied. "She said I can have them." Madam Eagle hissed. "That girl again. She's always showing off like she's better than everyone else. Just because she has clothes, she wants to act like a queen. I will teach her a lesson." Amora was confused. "But Mama," she was only helping. "You don't understand these people. She's proud, and I will bring her down," Madam Eagle said, her eyes burning with anger. That night, Madam Eagle called Amora. "Follow me," she said. Amora followed her mother quietly to the back of their compound. It was a dark place with old pots and strange items. It was where Madam Eagle did her fetish things. She brought out the clothes Nkiru had given and called Nkiru's name 3 times. "Nkiru, Nkiru, Nkiru." Then she threw the clothes into the fire and began to chant. As these clothes burn, may her scent turn sour. Let every man that comes close to her run away. Let even those she gives clothes to reject them. Let her generosity bring her disgrace. The flames rose high, and the fire crackled loudly. Days passed, and Nkiru began to notice something strange. Men who used to admire her now stayed far away. Her friends no longer came close. Even strangers turned their heads when she walked by. At first, she thought it was a mistake. Maybe she had said something wrong. Maybe they were just busy. But soon, it became too clear. Everyone was avoiding her. She tried talking to one of her neighbors, but the woman covered her nose and walked away. Nkiru went home confused. She checked herself in the mirror. Her clothes were clean. Her hair was neat. But something was wrong. She leaned close and sniffed her arm. "What is this smell?" she gasped. It was terrible. A strong, strange odor. She tried to scrub herself. She bathed 3 times a day. She used powder, perfume, and new soap. But the smell refused to go away. Even her mother noticed. "Nkiru, what's going on? You didn't smell like this before," Mama asked with worry. "I don't know, Mama. I've tried everything." "Don't worry," her mother said. "Tomorrow we'll go to the market and buy a stronger deodorant." But the new deodorant didn't work either. Then something happened that broke Nkiru's heart. She tried to give another friend some clothes, and the girl shouted, "I don't want your clothes. You want to give me body odor too." The word stung. Nkiru ran home and cried. She stayed in her room and asked herself over and over again, "What did I do wrong?" Her mother sat beside her. This is not ordinary. We need help. Nkiru's mother could not sleep that night. She kept thinking about her daughter. The sweet girl who used to glow with beauty and confidence was now hiding in shame. The strange odor had changed everything. The next morning, Mama Nkiru went to meet a respected man of God in the next village. She told him everything. My daughter is suffering, she said. I don't know where this smell is coming from. People now call her names. Suitors no longer come. Please help us. The man of God listened carefully and said nothing for a moment. Then he stood up and began to pray. After a while, he opened his eyes and looked at her. This is not an ordinary problem, he said. Someone used fetish powers on your daughter. Mama Nkiru gasped. What? Why? She has never harmed anyone. Sometimes, it's not about harm, the man of God replied. Some people hate the light in others. Your daughter's kindness is what provoked the evil. He continued, a woman burned her clothes behind the house. She called your daughter's name 3 times and declared that her scent should turn into a curse. That's where the trouble started. Mama Nkiru's eyes widened. Oh, that must be Amora's mother. My daughter gave Amora some clothes recently. The man of God nodded. Go to the woman's compound. Do not fight her. Just collect a handful of sand from her compound and bring it home. Your daughter must use it to bathe. But do not tell anyone about it before you do it. Thank you, sir, Mama Nkiru said, bowing deeply. She returned home and shared everything with Nkiru. They agreed to go to Madam Eagle's compound that evening. When they arrived, Madam Eagle was sitting outside. Nkiru forced a smile. Good evening, Ma. Evening, the woman replied coldly. We were passing by and decided to greet you, Mama Nkiru added. Madam Eagle looked at them suspiciously. That's good. As she turned her head to speak to someone else, Mama Nkiru quickly bent down and scooped a handful of sand from the corner of the compound into a black nylon. They said goodbye and left immediately. That night, they boiled water and mixed it with the sand. Nkiru entered the bathroom and poured the mixture over her body, praying with each scoop. God, remove this shame. Break this curse. Let my scent return to normal. But at the exact time Nkiru started bathing, something strange began to happen at Madam Eagle's house. She suddenly screamed from her room. Hot! Hot! My body is burning. Somebody help me. Amora ran inside and saw her mother rolling on the floor, scratching her skin. Smoke was rising from her back and blisters began to form. What is happening? Amora shouted, terrified. Madam Eagle screamed louder. Bring water. My skin is tearing. Help me. Neighbors ran in. Buckets of water were poured on her, but it didn't help. Her body continued to burn, though there was no fire. Then, right before everyone, Madam Eagle began to confess. It was me. I did it. I burned Nkiru's clothes behind the house. I cursed her with body odor. I couldn't stand her kindness. People gasped in shock. Why would you do such a thing? Someone shouted. Amora stood frozen, unable to believe what she was hearing. She was always shining. Always helping people. I just wanted her to suffer. Madam Eagle screamed. Then her voice grew weak, and her body became still. She lay on the floor, breathing heavily. The crowd stood in silence. Some were crying. Others were shaking their heads in disbelief. News of the incident spread through the village by morning. At Nkiru's house, something beautiful was happening. As soon as she finished bathing with the sand, she noticed the change. The smell was gone. She ran to her mother with joy. Mama, I'm clean. The odor is gone. They hugged each other and cried tears of relief. That day, People who had been avoiding Nkiru came to apologize. "I'm sorry," one woman said. "We didn't know it was spiritual. We thought you were careless," another added. Nkiru forgave them all. Her beauty returned. Her confidence returned. The light in her eyes returned. But the story was not yet over. Because what happened to Madam Ego had shaken the village. Everyone now knew that evil has a limit, and no wickedness goes unpunished. After the news of Madam Ego's confession and suffering spread across the village, everyone was talking about it. Some were shocked, others were scared. Even the boldest women in the village became quiet. Nkiru became the center of attention again, but this time, in a good way. People came to her house to apologize, bringing fruits, gifts, and even wrappers. "We are sorry," one elderly woman said. "We judged you without understanding the truth." "Yes," another said. "We now see that some battles are not physical but spiritual." Nkiru accepted their apologies with a humble heart. She was happy, but deep inside, she had questions. Why did someone hate her so much just because of her kindness? Her mother noticed her silence one afternoon. "Nkiru, what's wrong? You've been quiet all morning." Nkiru looked at her. "Mama, I'm grateful the odor is gone, but I don't understand why someone would punish me for giving out clothes I don't need." Mama Nkiru touched her shoulder gently. "My daughter, in this world, not everyone will be happy for you. Some people pretend to smile, but inside their hearts is bitterness. But you must not let that stop you from being good." Nkiru nodded slowly. But what happened next surprised everyone. A week later, Amara, the daughter of Madam Ego, came to their house. She was crying. "I'm sorry," she said, kneeling before Nkiru. "Please forgive my mother. Please forgive me too. I brought the clothes back, but I don't even know if you will want them again." Nkiru looked at her. "It's not about the clothes, Amara. You accepted them happily. I don't blame you. But why didn't you stop your mother?" Amara cried harder. "I was scared. I begged her not to do anything, but she warned me never to speak about it. I've been carrying this guilt since the day it happened." Nkiru helped her up and gave her a hug. "I forgive you. Let the past be the past." Everyone in the village was touched by her words. Some of the elders called a community meeting. They wanted to use what happened as a lesson for others. During the meeting, the village chief stood up and said, "We must learn from what happened. Jealousy and wickedness must not be allowed in our community. If someone is kind, let us support them. Let us not fight good with evil." The villagers clapped and agreed. Moral lesson: do not allow the wickedness of others to stop you from doing good. What is done in the dark will always come to light. Kindness may be attacked, but in the end, goodness will always win.